Country of 1.4 billion people. Definitely we need more innovation. Technology, we are seeing the fast-paced development in technology, science, and particularly in AI, machine learning. In the field of this collaboration of industry, academia, and research community in India particularly is the synchronization of these three areas. If you take the Scandinavian countries, this is fantastically synchronized. But last 10 years, we see the Government of India initiative, particularly the Department of Science and Technology, Department of DBT, their initiative, their grants and their schemes are definitely motivating industry startups to collaborate with academia. Certain schemes are particularly designed to be industry and academia collaboration. So this shows the government's interest to promote the innovation and also from the lab to the industry, from the lab to the market initiatives from the government side. We really appreciate from the FICCI. We are the voice of the industry we used to call. So that is very much needed because we need to lead the world. That's the motto of our country always from Vivekananda ji to current Prime Minister. We always say we need to lead the world in the right path. So innovation is very important. So funding is very, very important for the research. And I always used to say whenever a lot of initiatives from Tamil Nadu government and government of India. So the initiatives from the DST definitely will help us. This brings me to the core purpose of today's workshop. The National S&T Survey 2024-25 undertaken by the DST is not just a statistical exercise. It is a foundational national initiative that helps us to understand the true scale, strength, and directions of India research and innovation ecosystem. As a layman, as I mentioned, I'm not a researcher, a scientist. We usually say we don't spend a lot of money, and the government of India, government is not supporting. But this workshop definitely will give a lot of insight, not only to the research community, to the layman, and I wish the media will take it to the public also. How much India through DST is spending on research, and what are the data, so that common public and all industry people will understand how much the government through the Department of Science and Technology is putting a lot of effort on the driving the innovation force. So participating in this survey is not simply a compliance requirement, it is an opportunity. When industry provides an authentic and complete data, it strengthens the evidence-based or future planning. It enables the government to design more targeted incentives, strengthen the institutional support, and expand funding mechanisms. Therefore, I strongly encourage all industry members present here today to actively participate in this event. Your inputs will directly influence India's national R&D planning, resource allocation, and long-term innovation strategies. By contributing to this exercise, you are not just filling out questionnaire, you are shaping the future of our state nation's innovation ecosystem, which is definitely mandatory for our nation's growth. And Vikshit Bharat 2047 definitely we cannot achieve without great innovation and spending on research. In closing, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Department of Science and Technology and their office bearers for engaging with industry through a series of workshops across the country. I also extend warm thanks to all the participants joining us here today in Chennai. I am confident that this workshop will definitely an eye-opener and also a motivating factor for whoever participates here to actively participate more in innovation and research. And I myself, as I mentioned, I have invested in startups in biotechnology, AI, as well as in EV. Looking forward for more information and getting more funds for research. So as a businessman, I have a presentation R&D for that. Now I have my limitation to invest on R&D. My focus will be mostly on market. This is the general mindset of most of the entrepreneurs, particularly in MSME. So DST officials and DST will definitely support us in a way so that we can invest more on R&D, so that we can compete with the Western world and also our counterpart Chinese manufacturers, so we can achieve the Vikshit Bharat 2047 very soon. And I wish to thank you again, and I welcome everyone again this morning for a wonderful day and wonderful, fruitful, and very productive session today. I welcome you all and thank you for your presence. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, I also welcome you all in this very important event, National S&T Survey 24-25. And I thank FICCI for organizing this event in Chennai. This is the fifth meeting in series. We have already organized 4 meetings in major cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai, and this is the fifth one. And we have got very good response, or overwhelming response from the industry side, academia side, and today also we can see a large number of people participating. Though our invitation was limited, therefore otherwise had it been the open, a large number of people may have participated. But we are starting and more such engagement and event will be organized by us in future also. When mandated to promote science and technology in the country, in the basic science, applied science, experimental science, in all areas. And one of the mandates, apart from the promoting the research and innovation in the country, is to carry out the assessment, monitoring and benchmarking of the S&T potential of country, because we need this information for formulating right policy framework, right policy decision and informing the policy maker. Therefore, such information is very much needed and very critical, and all other countries also, developed world also have a very robust data set on RDI information, or you can say different kind of information, sectoral level information, micro indicator. That's why this information is, as I said, very critical. We are doing this exercise for almost 50 years. We have started in 1973 when the department was also at the same time it was established, and there is a continuous, you can say, data collection survey on different aspects. So we conduct different kind of survey like National S&T Survey, National Innovation Survey, Extramural Project Survey, and other bibliometric and other study to supplement and complement, so that our database on RDI statistics or STI statistics should be very robust and comprehensive, which will ultimately help in, as I said, policy planning, program implementation, project implementation, so on and so forth. Therefore, the National S&T Survey of DST is very critical in the sense that it also provides the insight in the sense that what is the, you can say, the gross expenditure happening across the country, how many manpower S&T workforce are engaged in the country. So based on this survey, we publish different kind of report which is used by different stakeholders. Further, these statistics are not only used in the country but also it is shared with the global agency like UNESCO, WIPO, which they ultimately use in different, you can say, developing different indicators. You may have heard the Global Innovation Index, which has almost 84 input and output, you can say, indicator used for mapping the innovation potential of the country. And just to inform that 4 of the input goes from this survey output, means whatever the data we collect, whatever information we collect, the 4 of the input parameter goes into the Global Innovation Index is from this survey. Similarly, we have SDG Global Indicator Framework, which is basically a tool to assess the country strength and the progress on the different, you can say, goal. So that also, in that also the data are used by the UNESCO. So, and again another index you may have heard the what we call Network Readiness Index. In that also, so globally there are a lot of indicators are being developed which are used for country profiling in different aspects. Therefore, again, it is the criticality of the data is very much you can understand.
Good morning, everyone. So I would be Very brief in the sense that since it is a remarks and my colleague Dr. Arvind has do a very comprehensive, and especially the efforts made by the DST to strengthen it and the various other mechanisms by which we can engage industry into it. So I have to say that this is a very sincere and a unique effort from the Department of Science and Technology, and also the FICCI who have joined hands to create a platform to come closer to the stakeholders through this kind of an exercise, especially the industry. So the idea is to gain trust with you and to make you aware, sensitize you about the nature of this kind of an exercise, so that we get a full-hearted response from all of you, so that we can actually truly assess the S&T potential in the country. Because what Dr. Arvind was saying is that it could be that you are innovative, you are doing R&D, but are not aware of it and not able to respond. Reasons could be many. As we go along today's conference, you will appreciate many more things, when we discuss all that, but this is only a remark. So, but then our idea is to engage you, handhold you, to create a win-win situation for the recent initiatives, for the new initiatives, emerging initiatives announced by DST in taking forward this goal of strengthening the science and technology and innovation in India, so that to achieve overall the goal of FICCIT Bharat by 2047. That is what it is. Thank you so much.
வணக்கம். தமிழ்நாடு FICCI ஃபெடரேஷன் ஆஃப் இந்தியன் சேம்பர் ஆஃப் காமர்ஸ் மற்றும் கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியாவோட டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் சயின்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி ரெண்டு பேரும் சேர்ந்து இந்தியன் கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து 1 லட்சம் கோடிக்கு மேல ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்கு செலவு பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. கடந்த 10 வருடங்கள்ல உலகத்துல 87வது இடத்துல இருந்த இண்டெக்ஸ், ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் இண்டெக்ஸ், இந்தியா வந்து இப்ப 36வது இடத்துக்கு வந்திருக்கு. பட் நம்ம டாப் 10 இண்டெக்ஸ் இடத்துக்கு வர்றதுக்குரிய வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு. கவர்மெண்டோட ஸ்பெண்டிங் வந்து நம்ம நாட்டில் ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட்ல 50% இருக்கு. இப்போ அதே சைனாவோ, அமெரிக்காவோ, யூகேவோ, பிரான்ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நாடுகளை நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணா அவங்க கவர்மெண்டோட ஸ்பெண்டிங் 20% தான் இருக்கு. 60-75% இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் தான் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றாங்க. இந்தியாவில் வந்து இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் 41% தான் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றாங்க. ஆனா இதை விட அதிகமா ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றாங்கன்றது உண்மை. அது ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்கலா அது வந்து டேட்டா பேஸ்க்குள்ள வரல. ஸோ அந்த டேட்டா பேஸை வந்து இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணி உண்மையிலேயே ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் எவ்வளவு செலவு பண்றாங்க, எம்எஸ்எம்இஸ் எவ்வளவு செலவு பண்றாங்க, இது எல்லாத்தையுமே கொண்டு வந்து ஒரு பெரிய டேட்டா பேஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணி இந்த டேட்டா பேஸ் மூலமா சயின்ஸ் அண்ட் ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் பாலிசியை இந்தியன் கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து கிரியேட் பண்ணக்கூடிய விதமா பல்வேறு நகரங்கள்ல நடக்கக்கூடிய இந்த ஒர்க் ஷாப் வந்து இன்னைக்கு சென்னையில நடக்குது. இதன் மூலமா என்ன பயன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா 2 விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து தனியார் துறையில ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட்ல எவ்வளவு பணம் செலவாகுது, அது வந்து இந்தியாவோட வளர்ச்சிக்கு எந்த வகையில ஒத்துழைப்பா இருக்கு. 2வது வந்து வேர்ல்டு இண்டெக்ஸ்ல R&Dயோட இந்தியாவோட இண்டெக்ஸ் வந்து மிகப்பெரிய அளவுல இன்னும் வந்து ஒரு டாப் 10க்குள்ள வரக்கூடிய விஷயத்துல நம்ம டேட்டாஸ் கொடுத்தா மட்டும்தான் அந்த யுனெஸ்கோ மாதிரி விஷயங்கள் வந்து அமைப்புகள் வந்து நம்மளோட இண்டெக்ஸை இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணும். அதற்கு நம்ம சரியான டேட்டாவை கொடுக்கணுன்றதுக்காக இந்த ஒர்க் ஷாப் நடக்குது. தேங்க்யூ.